Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And I hope that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Beam me up, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights. You're lovely and bright. Well, they are actually, aren't they? They're a lot brighter these days. We get the occasional day where it's not my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, good morning and so much love to you all, my delicious little babies. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers by. And I hope that you too, much love to you all, are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world, okay? So my weather in my old neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it is, the wind's picking up, it's dry, but it's been raining all night, okay? And it's a little bit chilly, but not too bad, okay? So it may be differing in other parts of the old UK, okay? Now then, if you do happen to enjoy the video today, please click on the like. For others of you, please subscribe. And for others of you, please feel free to comment. It's always welcomed, and thank you. Now then, so let's get into this, okay? So let me just start with the first thing. It's going to be a little bit musical in parts, okay? So we got UB40. Not that I'm advertising my delicious little babies, but sometimes I have to mention things, okay? You know, the way you do the things you do, the way you do the things you do, okay? So let's just look at the lyrics here, shall we? Okay? You got a smile so bright, you know you could have been a candle. I'm holding you so tight, you know you could have been a handle. You know, door handle. Let's just talk about that, shall we? So a door handle is something where, you know, like when somebody's passed away, say like a celebrity or somebody who they want to shut up, then what you do is you see a door and you see a handle, okay? And usually they're, God forbid, but they're usually apparently hanging from the handle. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? But I would like you to please listen to that song. And the reason why is because you can take out, and this is why I do what I do, my delicious little babies out there, yes, is because you can take out, there we go, certain words, okay, and then you can use it to your own discretion, okay. So what's the next thing? So let's have a go. Now I like to use Bristers. Let me just do it this way. Now, I like to use Bristers hairspray, so let's have a little go. Okay, my delicious little babies. Right, you must always cover your eyes. Anyway, so let's look at Bristers. Bristers hairspray. Alpha Lima, PS. Fully integrated team of attorneys and solicitors. Handles again, handles. Look at that, handles. The full range of trademark mandates. Okay, my delicious little babies. So please take from that what you will, okay? They deal with different things, by the way, okay? I'm not going to go into it, but they deal with different things, okay? So, the reason why I do what I do, my delicious little babies, right, is for a reason. So before I even came on the camera, you know, I just happened to be putting, you know, the concrete on my birch race, you know, just to be sociable. And I was spraying, you know, my hair. And something said Bristers. Now, if my mind serves me correctly, but I'd need to go more into this, but apparently, to what I read, Yorkshire in the old UK, okay? So that's just to give you another little message. Now then, let's have a look. So we dealt with that, because you know the reason why, my delicious little babies, because what it is, I write that much flipping down, you know. I mean, I've got flipping loads today, you know. I really have. And what's happening is that all the pages are coming out of my flipping book, right? Okay? I'm sure you've all been there, my delicious little babies, you know, for those of you who are most intelligent. There we go. Ding, ding, dong, dong, to understand me. Okay? That's not being rude or disrespectful, by the way. Okay? So I've wrote loads of things down. So where's the rest of it gone? Yeah, I've got loads here today, my delicious little babies. Right, now then, let's just go and tick all this off, okay? Because we need to tick this off, okay? Just, you know, so that I know that we've dealt with this. I'm holding you so tight. You know you could have been a handle. Yes. Okay. Now then, I'd like to mention another song. So I know that you're probably thinking to yourselves, oh, what's this crazy woman doing? I'm not crazy at all, my delicious little babies, okay? So the next one is George Harrison, and it's My Sweet Lord. My sweet love, I really want to see you, okay? I really want to go with you, but it takes so long, my Lord, okay? Now then, that's that. George Harrison, My Sweet Lord lyrics, okay? Like I said, I'm not really advertising, that's what I'm doing, okay? Sometimes one has to do these things, okay? Let's just tick that one off as well. Now then, let's see the other songs. That was the song, my delicious little babies, right? Now, I was talking to one of my beautiful and delicious dear little friends. Oh, she's so beautiful. Honestly, to my heart, you know, to my heart, okay? They all are, but she to my heart, yes? And she called me this morning. She said, oh, do you have some time to talk? I said, of course I do. I said, you're my beautiful and wonderful little friend. I said, I've got all the time in the world to talk to you. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, there we go. Do you see what I mean? And everybody out there should be the same. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. Because everybody should make time for others. There we go. Okay. Because my beautiful and wonderful dear little friend, well, she had something happen in her life, okay, and I'm not going to go into it, but the fact of the matter is that, you know, sometimes in life, you know, one can feel where they feel that they haven't done enough, but that isn't the case. You can only do what you can do, there we go, at the time. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. And I also said to her, because she said, oh, I was watching your video, you know, the one where I was showing the Ask the Angels book. And I said, well, come to me. Please come to me. Come. And I said, and I'll teach you privately. But to everybody else, when I was speaking on the telephone to her, for some reason I got the month of May. So when I do this meditation, you know, for those of you beautiful and delicious little babies out there who are willing to learn. Okay, there we go. Okay, because it's all about learning, yes? When you're willing to do that and listen, okay, so I'm not being rude, disrespectful or anything, okay? It's going to be in the month of May, okay? Because that's what, there we go, ding, ding, dong, dong, dear spirit gave me, okay? And that's while I was on the telephone to my beautiful and wonderful, delicious little friend today, okay? But she will come to me and I will, you know, teach, because she wanted to get back into the meditation, do you see what I mean? So I will do that with her and we'll do a private one-to-one, no charge at all, okay? Bang, bang, bish, bosh, bang, nothing, okay? Now then, this other song, okay, this is the one I was looking for. You know, the other day, what happened was, okay, is that I thought, what's that song? And I just couldn't get it. You know, when it was a year-old noddle. Well, of course, I'm very much into my old songs, my delicious, there we go, my delicious little baby. So I'm into all the old tunes, do you see what I mean? It could be anything, Sting, Pink Floyd, the Kinks, could be anything, the Beatles, could be anything, the Four Tops, which I've actually got here as well. You know, Smirky Robinson, oh God bless his beautiful dear little soul, but he passed as well, didn't he? Fabulous flipping singer. See what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? It just seems that we're having so many passings, doesn't it? But this song here, and please, you know, the songs that I mention, okay, please, for those of you out there who have any form of interest in this, okay, because this is, there we go, this is really important, you know. And like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, sorry, all you need to do is just take pieces, bits and pieces, there we go, out of the songs, okay, and then it can form a sentence, okay, something that you, ding, ding, dong, dong, will get. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Because you must remember the music over the years is telling a story, isn't it? Yes, okay. Now then, it's Kool and the Gang, okay, and it's, the way the song goes, you've got to listen to it, my delicious little babies. When you say you love somebody, you got to let them know about it. You should let them know. Yes, when you say you love somebody, you got to let them know about it. Yes, and it's time to show it. Okay, what I'm doing, my delicious little babies, I'm lifting the vibration. Do you understand? There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because we've had too many in life. Okay, so I just say it the way it is. And dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I haven't done this for a while. Just loves the truth, okay? That if more of us, we express how we feel, so we never hold back, okay? I've said this on a previous video, it's only because it's something what I do, okay? But we never hold back, there we go. We just tell whoever it is, because what's happening is, okay, my delicious little babies, yes, is that life is too short for some, there we go. And I've heard of another passing this morning, my delicious little babies, yes. I thought I'd never seen that dear lady, God bless her. Okay, strangely enough, I kept getting her name months and months and months ago when I worked at the funeral home, yes. And I thought, why do I keep getting it? And it was months and months and months ago. It just turned out it happened to be the same dear lady's name as somebody who I, you know, held a hand all the way. Do you know what I mean? Held on to a coffin. Look at that. God bless the dear lady. And guess what? Jab, 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 jib, jabs. What can we say, my delicious babies? Anyway, so if you could please, you know, just take bits and pieces out the songs. This is what I'm saying, okay? Then it forms something else. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? And then therefore, really, if you look at it, You know, somebody's just making me say so. You can make your own little book. Jesus, somebody's just made me say that. You can make your own little book out of other little things, do you see? Okay, oh, gosh. Right, okay, that doesn't mean no, by the way. Now then, so that's what I wanted to say, so let's go and tick that one. I love that song. If you say you love somebody, you got to let them know about it. And I do, you know. If I love somebody, I flipping damn well tell them. Do you understand what I mean? And I do not care what anybody thinks about me. Well, who should care anyway? Jesus me. There's too many out there where, oh, I cannot let my feelings show. I cannot say this. I cannot say that. What are they going to say? Oh, who cares? Cast it to the wind. Who cares? Do you understand what I'm saying to you, delicious little babies? You live one life. We live one life. We live it. Do you see what I mean? If you cannot tell somebody that you love them or that you care about them, well, where is life itself? I'm on the road to nowhere. That's where you are. Do you see what I mean? Never ever feel ashamed of anything. Nobody should ever, there we go, nobody should ever feel ashamed of doing anything, ever, right? Must show the love, show the appreciation, show the care for one another, okay? And that means all our fellow man and woman and little and large little animals and birdies and creatures great and small and everything. Do you see? We show the love. Because at the end of the day, where they're going with this, do you see what I'm saying? I said it to you before and I'm saying it again. Now then, I want to talk about the media left to right. So what I'm talking about now, my delicious little babies, what's happened is, this is not just in the main media, it's in the alternative media for most, okay? So what it is, it's like, oh, you know, if they're talking about something, they've got to be careful about what they talk about. So what do? They go, which means no. And then yes, just the opposite. Yes? Now then, we need to stop all of this. Now, some may say to me, you know, are you off your flipping head, Mia? For saying this, I'm getting nothing across my shoulders, so that tells me no. What it's telling me is, if you stop doing these things, yes, then it means that those and the putrid little lackeys no longer hold the control as what they used to hold. Do you see? So what I'm saying to you is, maybe for most of the there we go, before I even say it, most of the alternative media, maybe do not make things so obvious, like left, right and all this, yes, because you can have it the opposite way. So if you're right-handed, you do things on the left hand. If you're left-handed, you do things on the right side. There we go, the right side, yes. So, and then it is, however, a viewer out there wishes to interpret it or accept it. Okay, that's all I want to say there, but I wanted to make a point of doing that, my delicious little babies, because sometimes when I look at videos, I've got to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, it really pees me off, you know. There we go, it really pees me off, you know. And it pees me off because for me, I can see quite blatantly, there we go, what they're doing. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and even with the eyes, you can see everything. But doesn't this give more of those? They're all putrid, right? More power. Do you see? This is where we need to take our power back. Okay? That's why when I say to you on some of my videos, that doesn't mean no, or that doesn't mean yes, or do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? I'm going with the flow of when I'm doing my, there we go, of when I'm doing my video. Do you see? However anybody wishes to, there we go, interpret it or view something or see it is how they're going to see it. but it should not be left and right and all this flipping crack. Okay, that's just there we go, that's just my thoughts, okay? Needs to take back the power, okay? Next one is, what everyone should do, is say no, 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 no to any bill put through, So any of these bills that they're wanting to put through, you simply say no. There we go. You say no. No, 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 no. Okay? Because this is how it's got now, okay? Now, when we look at the Constitution, it's like when I was talking about the Bible a couple of weeks ago. Now, I happened to say on one of my videos, I said that I find the Bible complicated. Now, I need to explain this. Okay, there we go. I really need to explain what I meant by that. It's not that I never knew what the Bible meant, okay? It is who is behind, who wrote, there we go, who wrote it, and the ones who had wrote, do you see, to put into the Bible, because many, many, many years ago, okay, my beautiful and delicious, beautiful, dear little Nana, how I love you so, my beautiful, dear little Nana and Grandad, which I do. Now, when she had the dementia, God bless her, okay, well, she had this tiny, I'm trying to find, okay, now, the size of the book was like that. It was even smaller. It was even smaller in width, okay, because that's length and width, yes, which you all know, my delicious little babies. It was even thinner than that. Now, she'd already had that Bible in a family for, well, by the time my beautiful dear Nana passed, God bless you, beautiful dear little soul, dear little Nana, nearly 200 years, and it was only like that. Now it's like that. Are you following me, my delicious little babies? So it wasn't for the fact that I never understood. It's maybe the way I come across with the video, but I never meant it like that. So it was sometimes I need to explain things more clearly, okay? What it is, you have to look at who had wrote that, okay, and what was going on in their lives, there we go, and how complicated their lives, because only somebody who has a complicated life would put some complication, there we go, in a book. There we are. Okay, that's what I meant by that, yes? So I just wanted to clear that up. It's not that I never understood, my delicious little babies, because let me tell you, ding, ding, dong, dong, I got it very correctly, okay? But me personally, I do not hold a Bible, okay? I'm not going to be shoved into something, okay? Even though, you know, it's been tried in the past. Now then, a woman in Ireland, okay? I mean, this just gets worse now, my delicious little babies, okay? She was pushed down the stairs by a migrant. Saying I just put a lot of a Muslim. Now, that never said that on the video, my delicious little babies. I don't know why. It's just, do you understand? But the way that your man pushed her there, I mean, he was holding his dog and burn. You know, you imagine your dog and burn. You hold it like that, and he just flipping shoved her. And he must have only been, what, about 25? And it was only for the fact that as she was going down the stairs, God bless her, that she held onto the rails. It was like going down towards a subway. And she held on to that. Otherwise, I'm telling you what, she could have cracked her head open, God bless her, and just passed there and then. But this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a different, there we go, a different type of breed. Okay, now that sounds really nasty what I'm saying, so I'm not saying it to hurt or offend any Muslim out there. What I'm saying is that this is what you're dealing with. My own grandfather was a Muslim. Okay, so let's get it right, and he was not a very nice man. So I'm telling you all that straight now. So even though I've called him grandfather, I never met him. He would not have been my cup of tea. And I'm not one to speak ill of anybody who is passed. Well, I mean, he could still be alive, I do not know. But he's not somebody I'd want to know. I'm not saying that about every single Muslim. No, I'm not, because I get on with all different nationalities, all different colours, creeds and cultures. I'm not saying that. Okay, what I'm saying is that when you've got a young male, okay, who just gets somebody on his dog and burn and shoves a woman, and there was nothing to her. She was like what I call my delicious little babies, like a strip of wind. She was very thin. Well, if she never had a wits about her, right, like I've just said previously, she would have just flipping cracked her head open. She said to me, it's only for the fact she held onto the rails as she was going down, and believe you me, she flipping went down really mighty quick. But if that's how he's behaving to a woman on the street, how does he treat his missus? Do you see? And this is another issue to do with the Muslim religion. So I'm not saying it to be nasty to you, my delicious little babies. No, I am not. I'm telling you that because I'm nearly 50 this year, I'm explaining and telling you that I've known many situations over the decades. Do you see what I'm saying? And they do not always practice what they flipping preach. So you got your missus there in the home, okay, cooking, cleaning, ironing and washing, not being allowed to talk to, which I've known many, okay, and not allowed to talk to outside, yes, and yet your man there is going off and working, doing whatever he's doing, and in some cases drinking, smirking and seeing other women. And for others, well, maybe they see other men. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Well, it's horses for courses, isn't it? We're living in a different world, okay? And I've got nothing against anybody. I'm just pointing out that when you've got that type of situation and that woman going down the stairs, okay? And then you've got all the onlookers. This is what was even worse, my delicious little babies. And they've got flipping muzzles on, right? All just stood there doing nothing. Mostly man, by the way. Okay, yes. Just stood there doing nothing. I mean, my dear granddad, God bless his beautiful dear little soul. How I love you, dear Nana and Granddad, right? I mean, he was in the Navy. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? He'd be looking down now and be absolutely flipping disgusted at what's going on. I mean, just like now you've got war veterans all over the world, be looking at this and seeing how disgusting it is. Because it is disgusting. But I'm telling you something now, and this is no word of a lie, my delicious little babies, right? No word of a lie. I mean, your woman there, obviously, you could tell she was in shock, okay, the way she went down the stairs, right? But I'm telling you something now, I would have come back with something else. There we go. I would have come back with something else. So I would have got my flipping bearings, gone back up them stairs, and let me tell you, no matter what I had, what I could get hold of, and I would have flipping banged it straight into your man's head. And I'm not a violent woman, my delicious little babies, but let me tell ya, what is it they say in the Bible? An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So if somebody can nearly crack your head open, well, guess what? I'll come back, Yes, and I'll bang that man's flipping head and crack his flipping head open. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and when everybody stood around, what is that telling you about our society? It's disgusting what's happened, and it's all because of those who, by the way, have collapsed banks in America. Yes, okay, like they flipping do everything, right? They should flipping keep their nose out of everybody else's flipping damn well business. You know, they got the pound, shilling, you know, shilling and pence, sorry, dollars and change. At the end of the day, keep to themselves, because one day someone's going to catch up with, there we go, is going to catch up with them. Some of them will obviously pass a natural passing, yes, but others, it's generations to come, just like they're flipping done to us, the pieces of shite they are. Anyway, that's what I've got to say there, but no. You see your man there when I watched that on the video. I thought, you know what? God bless that woman. Because I thought, you know something? I would have got my bear, I swear to dear God, Jesus Christ and Nazareth, I would have got my bearings. I would have got up and grabbed the nearest thing and whacked him straight in the flipping head, and he would have gone down. Believe me when I say that. There we go. Believe me when I say that. Do you see it to me? Then see how many run to help him, because that's what happens, you see, because it's the mentality, because they do not want to help a woman who's been pushed down the stairs, okay? And this goes on a lot, my delicious little babies, in relationships of different cultures. So I'm not being racist, I'm not being prejudiced, I'm telling you, bang, 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 the way it flipping is, right? And there's a lot of, there we go, damn well flipping violence at the end of the day. And that should be allowed in our countries? I do not think so. But if the old Bill had seen your man there, would they have done nothing? No. What they would have probably done is arrested your poor woman there, because this is the mentality, and this is the mentality of the old Bill in our countries, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales and beyond. There we go. Do you see what I mean? Like, they'd rather do something like that than flipping serve their own flipping communities. Piece of shite. I ain't got no respect for none of them, let me tell you. Do you know what I mean? No, I have not. Anyway, so just sort of tell you that, but I can only hope, dear God, Jesus Christ, please, God, that dear woman was all right. The way she went down them flipping stairs, I'm telling you. But anyone decent, like if I was there, I would have helped. There we go, I would have helped. Did you understand what I mean? But to see them all just stood there is disgusting behaviour. And to be honest with you, they all need a good bang in the flipping head. Every single one of them. And I'm not being nasty, my delicious little babies, and I'm not inciting violence. I'm telling you the way it is. Do you know what I mean? You fight tooth and nail to protect yourself. Not put up with that shite. But you know your man there who's done that, yes? There we go, before I even say it. Someone's going to come along and boom. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yeah? And let's just hope that he flipping goes down and doesn't get back up again. And I'm not a wicked woman, because I will hug the world. Well, there's only so many I will not, like I said, okay? But I'm not a bad woman. And if anybody thinks that of me, well, it's your prerogative, do. I just deal with things a different way. Do you know what I mean? More than one way to skin somebody. There we go, put it that way. Now then, what we've got here. Oh yeah, now I want to go back here in time. Now this is something personal to me, my delicious little babies, okay? Now, many years ago, when I was 19 years of age, my delicious little babies, yes? Well, the thing is that I happened to meet this beautiful, oh gosh, dear God, Jesus Christ and Nazareth, God bless her, she's so beautiful. And she was from Cape Town in Africa. you know, a black lady, yes. And so I met her and everything. And what she used to do, you know, sometimes she used to pop round to mine, you know, after work. There we are, you know, when I finish work. And, you know, she used to pop round and, you know, she'd say, oh, can I do your hair? You know, because I used to have really long hair down here. And I used to say, yeah, do my hair. You know, and she used to do my hair for me. Not in that way, my delicious little baby's cat. And she just used to do my hair. She was so beautiful. And actually, she was the first dear lady who gave me, I don't know if you know the perfume, my delicious little baby's Givenchy. I mean, some may call it Givenchy or whatever they call it. The fact of the matter is, to me, it's flipping Givenchy and that's it, right? Anyway, and she gave me some Givenchy bottles of perfume. God bless her beautiful dear little soul. Anyway, her husband, while we're on the flipping subject of flipping violence here, right? And how violent they can be. Her husband happened to work for a very well-known hospital in our neck of the woods in the old UK, right? He happened to work as a rather high up, there we go, a rather high up doctor actually. Something just reminded me of something, and that's why I'm mentioning it now, and I will not take my video down. Okay, I will not, because I haven't incited violence, sorry. No, I have not. I just said it the way it is, right? But when her husband used to come home, and sometimes, God bless her beautiful dear little soul, you know, and I do think about her, you know, from time to time, such a beautiful dear lady, okay? Well, he used to be to black and blue. She used to come to me, okay? Because they're both from Cape Town, and she'd have flipping completely black eyes, a nose, a broken nose as well. And what she... You're all right, darling, yeah. You're all right. Oh, it's all right. That's my beautiful dear Syrian neighbour up the road. Oh, God bless his beautiful dear little soul. You know, he hasn't done very well with the old jab, jib, jabs, you know. No, he hasn't. Oh, God bless him, he's not very well. Anyway, let me get back to the matter in hand. God love him. How I love him so. I'll always give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek, you know. And his beautiful dear little wife, beautiful dear little daughter. They're so beautiful, okay? Anyway, let me get back to the matter in hand. Anyway, so, he's a flipping knocker black and blue. There we go. Completely flipping black. And I'm not joking, my delicious little babies. Flipping black eyes. You know, like where her eyes are bloodshot. And she wanted to go back to Africa because, you know, she didn't want to be married to him anymore. But when he used to have a stressful day, what he used to do? Come back and flipping bang her eyes and everything. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, so it goes on in all different cultures. White, black, Asian, Chinese, doesn't matter. It goes on everywhere. Do you see what I'm saying? But this must end. It should end. And then when we had this so-called National Women's Day, since when are they caring about women? With terminations, with abortions, with everything? Since when are they caring about women? What about on the lockdowns when you got lots of women who had abusive husbands or wives banging them out and beating them up? There we go. Since when did they care about women then? I'm sick and tired of hearing about this national day for this, national day for that. Just like flags here, flags there. I'm sick and tired of this shite. And everybody else in the world should be sick and tired of this shite, because when we put a stop to it, because we want to put a stop to the violence, so neither man or woman or little animals, large animals, which that's been going on for flipping decades again, you know, again, for all the poor, beautiful little and large animals and birdies and everything, and little creatures, great and small, being treated terribly and killed and tortured, especially in these bloody laboratories. You know, there needs to be an end. There we go, an end to all of this. It's putrid and it's wicked. Do you see? And the ones pulling the strings, we know who, right? They're not doing none of this, okay? Because if they had to look at real life, at the end of the day, how would they sleep at night? I'm not even so sure that there's a couple of them, there we go, who do sleep well at night. Do you see what I mean? It could be a different generation of them. Anyway, so let's move on. Is there anything else I'd like to talk about? Yes. Very lastly, my delicious little babies, so there is just one last thing. I want to talk about the Biro, you know, the Biro pen, okay? So I'm only going to read out parts of what I wrote down, okay, my delicious little babies. Biro formed a company called Pen, and went into production in the early 40s. This is only according to what I've read, my delicious little babies. But something, I was going down and down and down, but I needed to get my video out. But I would have needed to, there we go, to dig deeper into this, okay? Because it seems to me that some of this, there we go, is hidden. Because some of this I'm really just not familiar with. It's telling me that, there we go, if I even say it, there's lies somewhere, okay? I would have needed to go deeper, but because I needed to get my video out, my delicious little baby, sorry, okay? I'm just giving you, what I'm really doing is giving little pointers. There we go, okay? Go, right? Okay, the early 40s. One of the first large orders came from the Royal Air Force. Okay, my delicious little babies, which needed ink pens for navigators that wouldn't leak at high altitudes, as fountain pens were prone to doing. I actually mentioned fountain pens, didn't I, my delicious little babies? Yes. Right, the first Biro was expensive. I just put in brackets, apparently. Okay. The history of the pen in the USA resembles an action novel in 1943. Okay. Commercial traveller Milton Reynolds. Now I put in brackets Milton Keynes because in our neck of the woods in the old UK there's somewhere called Milton Keynes. I don't know why that just sort of rang a bell, if you know what I mean, okay? It's just like, you know, like I said on another video months ago, that, you know, if you look at like America, Australia, Canada, wherever you look, you'll have a Birmingham there, you'll have a something to do with whatever's in our UK, you'll have in a different country. So that's what I'm saying. They seem to like to stick to the same names, if you know what I mean. Okay, my delicious babies. Travelling through South America. Bought a bear. See, I mentioned about a bear, didn't I? Something going on to do with a bear. Anyway, now just a few other things, okay? You know the Four Tops. These are all songs now, my delicious little babies, right? Just to finish off. I don't know if some of you delicious and beautiful little babies out there, if you know like the older songs, okay? They're called the Four Tops, okay? And, you know, there's a song, it's the same old song. And again, please just take bits and pieces out of the song. Do you see? It's the same old song. Because this is what's going on. The wars with everything. And God bless everybody in this war right now and the previous wars. God bless the beautiful dear little souls who still survived and passed. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, it's just a keep, repeat, like a stuck bloody record. Right, we've got Bob Marley. Now, Our lovely Bob Marley, okay, just like our lovely Four Tops, okay, they're all lovely, and our lovely Pink Floyd, what I'm going to mention, okay. Well, our lovely Bob Marley, God bless him, God bless them all, okay. He used to call it, steer it up, little darling, steer it up, whereas we would say, stir it up. There we go, stir it up. So somebody's stirring something up. There we go. Okay, my delicious babies. Now then, finally, you got Pink Floyd. Okay. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. Doom, doom, doom. Okay. Now, actually, I used to listen to, in fact, all of this music I used to listen to a lot of, you know, like when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Because I've said months ago on my videos, you know, that my dad we used to listen to lots of different music. You know, my dad was very much into a lot of different music. Do you know what I'm saying to you? I mean, he loved Otis Redding and, you know, I mean, I remember saying months ago, you know, I left my home in Georgia. Yeah, on the dock of the bay. Then we see what's happening in Georgia. Do you see what I'm saying? So anyway, what I'm saying to you is, my delicious little babies, just to end my video now, just put my book over there, okay? Oh, sorry everybody, my delicious little babies. Just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Different cup today. Here, kitty, kitty. So before I just end my video, my delicious little babies, you know, all I'm wanting you to do, okay, this is a long and short of it, yes? For those of you delicious little babies who are more what I would call creative, okay, well, maybe you may need, there we go, to look into things. You know, DuckDuckGo is a really good site, you know, okay, because if you have to go through Google, well, and I'm going to say it anyway, if you go through Google, you have to go through pages and pages and pages, whereas with DuckDuckGo, they hide some things, but you do not have to go through, there we go, as many pages, okay? So you could always look at things like that, but please, you know, the songs that I've mentioned, and you just take bits and pieces and you form your own sentences, so you form your own story. So, you know, at the end of the day, no matter who you are, God bless you, yes? Well, you know, you'll get something, there we go, out of something, do you see what I mean? But like I said, and one more thing I'm going to say, I'm not going to apologise, so I'm just going to switch my lights off, take my lights off. Okay, that's that. I'm not going to apologise for what I said earlier, no I'm not. Because if I got my flipping bearings back, let me tell you, I'd be straight up them flipping stairs and I'd get the nearest thing, I'll repeat it once again, and bang, whoever it is in the flipping head, your man there. And I wouldn't think nothing of it. Now, for some of you, you just look at me and think, oh gosh, you can be like a little flipping Rottweiler. No. At the end of the day, that should not be allowed to carry on like that. I'm not saying that, you know, because we could say violence breeds violence. Okay, so we could say that in one sense, yes. But in another sense, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And if somebody's going to do that, well, they're going to get it straight back. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And this is where I feel, and I'll tell you who it is. You know, I've mentioned on one of my other videos anyway. And he's really good, you know, and he was talking about self-defence and things like that ones must defend themselves. In fact, he was saying it back 3 years ago. God bless him. All you have to do is just listen to my previous videos, my delicious little babies, yes. You know, he was done telling it then. And that's a man and woman, you know, you've got to be looking after yourself, because let me tell you, there we go, what we got coming. Do you see, this is just a little bit, and you know, God bless the dear YouTubers who are taking like a minute's footage or just over a minute. Do you see what I mean? It's going to get, there we go, it's going to get worse. I'm not here to depress or upset. I'm telling it, there we go, the way it is. Okay, and right now it's really bad. God bless the dear Irish. It's, you know, it's really bad in Ireland. I've said it before and I'll say it again. And they should never have to put up with this shite, Jesus to me. But unfortunately, they are. And a lot of the reason why this is, my little lovelies, right? Because I read in between the lines, okay? You got too many, I said on the previous video anyway. You got too many who are buying land there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so they're putting, do you see what I'm saying? Yes, but what it is, they want to scare the Irish. They want to do everything they can to get them into like a little bubble, okay? There we go, and this is what they're doing. Okay, so, you know, everybody's got to start now, my delicious little babies. I'm not saying physically, well, unless somebody harms you. Okay, but you got to stand up for yourself. There we go. Stand up for yourself now. Do not put up with this shite. Because this is what they're doing. You know, and then the others think they can just do whatever they like. Well, no, they cannot. You know, and at the end of the day, that's somebody's daughter that got shoved down the stairs. That's somebody's daughter. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, it is not on. So that's what I have to say, and I'm not going to change. And if anybody thinks that I'm bad, well then think I'm bad. I'm getting nothing across my shoulders, so I'm not feeling that right now, okay? But I'm not a bad woman, and anyway, I do not need to justify myself. If it had been me, sorry, and I had a flipping then got up the stairs and got hold of your man there, let me tell you, his phone would have been shoved down his throat. Right, let's see who's talking then. And the chances are I would have banged his head if I couldn't get nothing else to do it with off the flipping concrete. There we go. That's how that would have gone. Okay? So would he be waking up then? He'd have no flipping damn well flipping existence, and I'm not a bad woman. But at the end of the day, a slim woman like that should not be treated like that. And not from somebody who's come from another country into this country, getting a free phone, free clothes, free accommodation and free everything else. And he thinks he can treat a flipping woman like that. In our countries, I do not think so. And I'm sure that anybody else out there, my delicious little babies, if you're honest with yourself, would think dong dong ding ding the same way as I do. I was flipping angry when I seen that, you know. Let me flipping tell you, really flipping angry. Do you know what I mean? Because let me tell you, I'd want flipping blood. Yes. Okay. So anyway, so that's my video, my delicious little babies, okay? So please continue to feel the love, okay? And please, okay, please take care of others, okay? Because some are going to, you know, need that help out there, my delicious little babies, yes? And, you know, please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand, okay? And big hugs, okay, to some family members, some friends, some work colleagues, okay? And please tell them that they're beautiful, wonderful, juicy and delicious, and that you love them so. Okay, and thank you so very much. Thank you to those of you who have even taken the time to listen to me. Okay, so until my next video, my delicious little babies, much love, God bless, take care, thank you, goodbye.